Let's get it.
If you're a woman, you should be a feminist.
I think the concept of anti-feminism is like counterintuitive.
Let's run this joint back.
Woman, you should be a feminist.
I think the concept of anti-feminism is like counterintuitive as a woman. Like everyone should want equality of the sexes, you know? Everyone should want to have the same education level, the same all these things in a position and still make as much as a person who identifies as male.
In this society, we have to be feminists as women because there's certain things going on where our rights are being stripped away, and Black women, Black trans women are more likely to be murdered and attacked.
Run this joint back one more time.
Is like counter.
Woman, you should be a feminist.
I think the concept of anti-feminism is like counterintuitive as a woman. Like everyone should want equality of the sexes, you know? Everyone should want to have the same education level, the same all these things in a position and still make as much as a person who identifies as male.
In this society, we have to be feminists as women because there's certain things going on where our rights are being stripped away, and Black women, Black trans women are more likely to be murdered and attacked, and that's absolutely a feminist issue, and that's something that everyone should care about. Everyone. That means gender expression, men included, should be feminist.
I think there are different brands of feminism, if you will, that don't represent what I think all of us here feel is the true ideal of what feminism is.
Absolutely. And I don't think that everyone has to be active as a feminist in the exact same way. Like, not everybody can march, not everybody can protest, not everybody can really be an advocate for feminism.
At the end of the day, it's taking a look at patriarchal systems and seeing the flaws in those systems and how they negatively impact everyone.
And pause on that thought. The disagreeers step forward.
Define woman. Go, please. One of you. A person who their internal idea of what they are is a woman.
Terrible definition. Coming from a lesbian, that destroys the very concept of our sexual orientation. Just saying that it's an idea.
Why?
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 Because you can't be connected and sexually attracted to somebody's brain.
Let's make sure to keep it to the prompt. If you're a woman, you should be a feminist. Why do y'all disagree?
Okay. I completely disagree. You know, exactly 2 years ago, if I had done this, I probably would be a feminist. But then I started to look at, and I think Agreeers actually mentioned it, like, what do Black women gain from feminism? Because I remember even during Black Lives Matter, when I led two protests for Black women, and I counted how many white women I saw there, and the ones who were there who would just take pictures for social media, and then the Black men also hiding behind us. Everyone, the whole world hides behind Black women. Enough.
Same thing that's happening. Look what's happening in Iran. People on the feminist side right now are not speaking up for those Iranian women. I have a friend that is.
That's crazy, bro. It's that fake-ish, bro. They pick and choose what a lot of feminists pick and choose what category of women they speak up for and defend, and yeah, it's whack. It's whack. Yeah, what those women in Iran are going through is horrible, terrible, oppressive, tyrannical, evil, immoral, unrighteous, all of those words.
The world hides behind Black women. Enough.
Same thing that's happening. Look what's happening in Iran. People on the feminist side right now are not speaking up for those Iranian women. I have a friend that is trans woman living in Iran right now. It's miserable. Nobody stands up for that poor girl.
As a woman, I particularly think as a humanist, for example, 2 years ago I was a vegan feminist and I made a decision to pivot my platform, teach Black women how to sit in our feminine energy because we've never experienced that. Well, that just sounds like Black feminism to me.
teaching women how to do that in the time that we are in now.
But we're not learning fast enough. We deserve to rest. We deserve to relax. We deserve to choose if we want to be a traditional wife. I went from law to being a CEO to now I just want to be a housewife. And every time I say that, I get so much hate. Like women work so hard to get to this point. Why do you want to be a housewife?
It's sad that you get so much hate, excoriation, odium, demonization, vilification, villainization for wanting to be a traditional woman, a housewife, or yeah, bro. You should not get hate for that, bro.
Women how to do that in the time that we are in now.
But we're not learning fast enough.
Or
We deserve to rest. We deserve
you
to
should.
relax.
I meant to say you should not get hate for that, sis, because this is a woman, not a man. So
to being a CEO.
yeah. So I meant to say
Women
sis.
how to do that in the time that we are in now.
But we're not learning fast enough. We deserve to rest. We deserve to relax. We deserve to choose if we want to be a traditional wife. I went from law to being a CEO to now I just want to be a housewife. And every time I say that, I get so much hate. Like women work so hard to get to this point. Why do you want to be a housewife?
Because that's what you want. That's what you want. That's choice.
Choice.
It's all about choice. And every time I say that,
Like
I
when
get so much hate.
the women that want to be housewives cannot even say that, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy that they cannot say that. That's a bad thing to certain women, to certain feminists, bro. That's a bad thing for some. Yeah. That's wild. That's indubitably wild.
Wife. I went from law to being a CEO to now I just want to be a housewife. And every time I say that, I get so much hate. Like women work so hard to get to this point. Why do you want to be a housewife? Because that's what you want.
That's what you want. That's choice.
It's all about choice. Exactly. Why can't I choose? That's the whole point of feminism. It's like, why can't I choose? What are you missing in America to claim that you are oppressed as a woman? Well, we
Yeah, this
don't.
oppression mindset, this victim mindset, yeah, it's detrimental.
As a feminist, for example, 2 years ago I was reading feminist and I made a decision to pivot my platform, teach Black women how to sit in our feminine energy because we've never experienced that.
Well, that just sounds like Black feminism to me. Teaching women how to do that in the time that we are in now.
But we're not learning fast enough. We deserve to rest. We deserve to relax. We deserve to choose if we want to be a traditional wife. I went from law to being a CEO to now I just want to be a housewife. And every time I say that, I get so much hate. Like women work so hard to get to this point. Why do you want to be a housewife? Because that's what you want.
That's what you want. That's choice.
It's all about choice. Exactly. Why can't I choose? That's the whole point of feminism. It's like, why can't I choose? What are you missing in America to claim that you are oppressed as a woman?
Well, we just had our rights to our own uteruses stripped away.
Well, the right to murder your own baby, though. I mean,
It's not a baby, it's a clump of cells.
I mean, we all are cells right here.
I think everybody's gonna agree on this.
Yeah, that's a whole.
I don't know if that's
She's
all
talking about a clump of cells, bro.
Well, we
Yeah,
just
that's
had our
crazy.
rights to our own uteruses stripped away.
Well, the right to murder your own.
Abortion is murder, bro. Abortion is murder, bro. I always say this, bro. I'm not like women should be able to abort their babies if they got sexually abused or incest happened. Outside of those two things, bro, abortion should not be. Women should not be. It's not wise. It's not wise to abort your baby. It's not. I meant to say it's not good to abort your baby, bro. If you did not get sexually abused or incest did not happen, you should not abort your seed. You gotta take responsibility. You gotta take care of that seed, man. You got to, bro. I said this before, bro. If you're not ready to have a kid, you should not copulate. You should not sleep with you should not engage in unprotected sex with a man, bro. You should not do it. It's unwise, it's unsagacious. A lot of women don't take accountability for they blame the man, bro. But it takes two people to create a baby. It takes a man and a woman, bro, not just one. Not just it. Yeah. A lot of women be bugging, bro. They don't think logically, bro. The over emotionality overrides the logicality, bro. It makes no sense, man.
Are you missing in America to claim that you are oppressed as a woman?
Well, we just had our rights to our own uteruses stripped away.
Well, the right to murder your own baby, though. I mean,
It's not a baby, it's a clump of cells.
I mean, we all are clump of cells right here.
I think everybody's gonna agree at this.
Yeah,
That's a human, bro. That it's not just a clump of cells, bro. It's a human.
Well, we just had our rights.
It should not.
to our
It's
own
unfair to take that human's life, bro.
uteruses stripped away.
Well, the right to murder your own baby, though. I mean,
It's not a baby.
It's selfish and it's unfair. Abortion is unfair and it's selfish.
Are you missing in America to claim that you are oppressed as a woman?
Well, we just had our rights to our own uteruses stripped away.
Well, the right to murder your own baby, though. I mean,
It's not a baby, it's a clump of cells.
I mean, we all are clump of cells right here.
I think everybody's gonna agree at this.
Yeah, that's a whole
I don't know if that's another topic. That's another topic.
I had a very, very hard time not stepping up to that prompt because my whole life I did consider myself a feminist.
The best nutrients for their best life.
We gotta
Science did that.
peep this.
Get a discount now, plus points for your next trip.
Let's get back to the
Seeing
this.
how this modern
Yeah, we had to peep the entirety of the two ads. I could not skip them. We're back.
the right to murder your own baby, though. I mean,
It's not a baby, it's a clump of cells.
I mean, we all are clump of cells right here.
I think everybody's gonna agree at this.
Yeah, that's a whole
I don't know if that's another topic. That's another topic.
I had a very, very hard time not stepping up to that prompt because my whole life I did consider myself a feminist. Seeing how this modern wave of feminism has now turned into something very
Toxic.
different than equal rights. We all want equal rights, of course.
They
we
care
want
about tyranny and
equal rights. We
power,
want equality as women,
superiority.
of course.
But
we
how can you
are
have equal rights and you can't define the word woman on the far left?
Malta had a Women's
It's
Day
impossible.
recently, and
To answer that question,
We all want equal rights. Of course, we want equal rights. We want equality as women. Of course.
But
we
how can you
are
have equal rights and you can't define the word woman on the far left?
Seeing how this modern wave
Yeah,
of
she's
feminism
asking
has now
logical
turned into
questions.
something very different than equal rights. We all want equal rights. Of course, we want equal rights. We want equality. Seeing how this modern wave of feminism has now turned into something very different than equal
detrimental,
rights. We all want
deleterious.
equal rights. Of course, we want equal rights. We want equality as women. Of course.
But
we
how can you
are
have equal rights and you can't define the word woman on the far left?
Malta had a Women's Day recently, and the Women's Day was celebrated by two trans women who still had their male parts.
Biological men.
I mean, you're pushing women out of womanhood.
I'm sure
Yep.
we're gonna have discussions about whether or not a trans woman is a woman, but I actually want to go back to how we feel that our ideal of feminism is probably not the way that you four think of feminism. I'm willing to
And
bet.
I agree with that. I think that's why people like me stepped away from that. Not because we're not women empowered or believe in women
It's
empowerment.
because we are women
It's
empowered.
it's because we believe women empowerment means something different than what you guys believe in.
And honestly, now,
Pause there. We're gonna reset. Next prompt. There's no wrong reason to get an abortion.
I disagree. I dissent. Let's hear what the feminists have to say.
If you were making a health decision between you and a medical professional that is the right decision for you, your body, your future, it is always the right decision.
I would never stand between anyone with a uterus from making a decision about their body.
No, yeah, they're like, you can do it. You can have this health. You can have this health care if you are a victim of incest or a victim of rape. Like, you should be able to have access to that. What if you want it? You know, it's the same as going into the doctor and getting a routine check. If there's something for your body that you think will, not just benefit you, but help you live and also help you sustain an actual good life for your child, then that's what you need to do.
And
Yeah.
financial is a huge thing too.
It is a
It's,
huge thing.
it's an extremely huge financial responsibility to have a kid, and some
Excuses,
people just
bro.
don't
That's an
have
excuse.
that means.
Like I said before, if you're not financially ready to have a kid, do not copulate, bro. Do not. You cannot. Yeah, bro. They evade accountability. A lot of women evade accountability, man. They get pregnant. A lot of women get pregnant before they're ready. You know what I mean? They blame. They point the finger. They don't self-reflect. They don't, man. A lot of women don't.
Sustain an actual good life for your child, then that's what you need to do.
And
Yeah.
financial is a huge thing too.
It is a huge thing.
It's an extremely huge financial responsibility to have a kid, and some people just don't have that means.
I agree and disagree. I'm definitely pro-choice. I'm probably the only.
It's an extremely huge financial responsibility to have a kid, and some people just don't have that means.
I agree and disagree. I'm definitely pro-choice. I'm probably the only anti-feminist that's pro-choice. Being pro-choice, pro-abortion is actually very common. It's like 78% of the. Okay, so yeah.
There's actually many people who are in your
Yeah,
category.
to me, it makes sense in certain circumstances. I don't think people should be using abortion as a form of birth control. I think, to me, abortion's, believe it or not even the issue we need to be talking about right now. I feel like we need to be talking about how to properly educate people, no matter what their status is, no matter what their sexual orientation, whatever. And we need to go from there.
Well, I think I have a very interesting perspective on this because my mother was the first Planned Parenthood in our state, and she is very pro-abortion outwardly, but inwardly in our home, we weren't allowed to do it. And so growing up at that dichotomy really, I think, messed me up a lot because I was like, okay, which one is the truth?
There are wrong reasons to get an abortion. A wrong reason to get an abortion is if you are going through your pregnancy and all of a sudden you change your mind. If you are irresponsible and all of a sudden finding yourself scared of motherhood.
When people say that women are getting abortions because they just don't want to be pregnant anymore, they're not actually understanding the way that an abortion works. Most of the time they're talking about late-term abortions, and what a lot of people don't realize is when you have that kind of abortion, you have to give birth to the fetus. There's no going back. You're literally giving birth to a body. It's never just whoop, I don't feel like being pregnant anymore. Guess these last 8 months I just wasted everything. No one's doing that.
Raising children is the most blessed gift. And I speak as someone who, when I found out that I was expecting for the first time, I kid you not, I was terrified.
But you were prepared.
No. I was not necessarily prepared. I was not prepared. And I was very much caught off guard. And I was terrified because I had an incredible career happening for me on the upswing. I